Right, I'm not going to tell you how to get the wheel off. If you can't get the wheel off, you shouldn't be doing the brakes. But I do always recommend using stands. As you can see, I have the jack and also have a jack stand further down. Right, there's a 12mm nut there and a 12mm nut down there. Right, so I've undone these two bolts, which are here on the floor. We're going to swing the caliper out and over, keep it out of our way, stop the pipes from getting kinked or damaged. Now, if we have a little look here, these clips, these all get replaced. Everything pops out and pops in fairly easily. We'll do it by finger. So get the old pads out. There we go, there's the old pad out. The clips, you see, just pull them out. And then what you do, once you've pulled it out, do one at a time. Before you pull it all the way off. Because they're different orientations. They're the same clip, but they just orientate differently. As you can see, like for like. Look at the shape. Look at the shape. Now I'll tell you what I mean. Let me get one what's on the opposite. Right, see this one? If you can see, it's the wrong way round. Okay, so it has to be, out of these two, has to be like for like. So they just pop in just as they pop off. No tools needed. And then on the back of them, there's a little spring clip there, a little piece of metal. Not sure if that's going to focus in. A little bit of a spring there. So what you do is you start by pushing that bit first onto this block. So, I don't know if I can show you what I'm doing. It's a bit fiddly, you really need two hands. Let me just spin around a bit. So, as you can see, that block, the back pin, but the first pin's got tension in it. So, that's what holds it in there. So, you need to push the first pin in, get the second bit in, and then push the whole clip down. I'm just going to need both hands. Top clip in there, just give it a wiggle it out, and it pops out. See, again, what I'm going to do, I can actually show you on this. So you have to start by pushing that bit on first and then get the back pin on and then just push into place. It will send itself home. There we go, nice and easy. Right, now I'm going to put the brake pad on, same way round as the one that come off. So what I do, you can see I slide it in sideways, sorry, wrong way round. I slide it in like that to get past the pins. Don't know if you can see. Pass it in, and now I'll twist it and I'll get the bottom square. Again, this is hard with one hand, so you might be able to see what I'm doing. I'll push it in, square it up to get past the holders. That's it. That one's in place. Remember your clips underneath. Pop that back in. Goes in at the top. A little bit fiddly. Okay, a bit fiddly. Get in there. There we go. So now that's in place as well. That'll stop any wiggle or any noise, I think. Don't need to do no copper grease on these. So again, the other side, just pull your pad out, just like that. Now this one has got the squeal to let you know when you're low. Mine didn't squeal because it wasn't that low. So you just make sure that faces the bottom, by the way. Just put that in exactly the same, but again, just need to change these clips. So I'll just rip these out, put new ones in. Be with you in a sec. Right, so as you can see, brake pads are all fitted, clips are all in place, they're all held in there safely. Next we've got to do is wind the pistons back and the calipers. Now there is a special tool for this, which looks like one of these. I'm going to try and get a video of me using it, but I'm not too sure if I've got enough hands.
So what you do, I see on the end of this tool, you have some pegs. Now this one is got pegs on both sides, but for this vehicle, this side's what works. So if you look, you line the pegs up into the piston, and then when you're adjusting it in, it stops it from sliding. It won't slide off the piston.
Take the plate, and slot the plate in, and slot the plate in behind it.
This is the tool. Now all we do is wind it in, and if you carry on watching,
you'll see the piston slowly go back home into the hole, which give us enough clearance on the new brake pads.
The other side, the other piston in. This will give us the clearance we need. Get the caliper back on over the new pads. Again, you must get the idea. I'm just going to use my hand now.
Now another thing is, if you go in too far, you'll start to push the other one out, which you don't want to do. So as soon as you get them level, stop going in.
as you can see, they're not protruding now. Right, you can see. Now it's just a case of
putting that back on.
Flip it over like so. Piston side first. And you might need to give it a little bit of a squeeze to get it in. But it will go back in. Just a little bit of a squeeze. There we go. Just a jimmy. Keep jimmying it in.
They do go. So one piston's out a little bit further than the other. But a bit of a wiggle and a bash. Remember, it's metal, you're not going to break it. It's all nuts and bolts. Quite simple. Don't be afraid of maintenance on vehicles. It really is simple. You pay a fortune for this. I just saved myself about 200 quid from the dealership. I've used all the original parts. I'll give you them part numbers as well, because do not go off of anything else there is on Google or the internet, because they're all for the older model and they're not the same. I've got some brake pads and they're not the right ones. I went to Isuzu, which I should have done in the first place, and I've got the correct ones from the manufacturer. Everything's in, they're all on. It's all not tight. So I like to double check everything when it breaks. You double check everything. Quite important, brakes, especially when you want to stop. So, I'm not going FT on these, otherwise known as fucking tight. But I've given them a good tap. That's good. And there you go. There you brakes, just in case put the wheel back on. Bed them in for the first 200 miles, no heavy braking for the first 200 miles.